God damn it. What's wrong with you? Sit your ass down. Sit down. Shut up. What up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Danny, and welcome to the clown world. We're going to talk today about this young lad here. His name is Marcus. Marcus Fakana. Marcus Fakana. It's an African boy. Mom and dad are African. I'm guessing. He's black. He went on holiday and he met this beautiful girl. They clicked. They fell in love. And they did their hanky-panky. But before I go further in the story, let's listen to the news. What's going on? Okay.
Fakana. He was an 18-year-old British lad on holiday with his family in United Arab Emirates in Dubai. And he had a holiday romance with a girl, also from London. She was then 17, is now 18. The holiday romance, including physical holiday romance, was discovered by this girl's mother, who complained, reported it to the authorities in Dubai, where it is a very serious criminal offence to have sex with someone out of marriage and under the age of 18. The 18-year-old Briton Marcus Fakana has just been sentenced to a year in prison in Dubai simply for having consensual sex with a girl who was just a few months younger than him. Now, whether or not he was even aware of that law in Dubai is quite another matter, but he's expected to appeal against his sentence. Just in reaction to that breaking news, Benedict Spence, I mean, look, you can say, drug dealers who get sentenced to 20 years behind bars, I'm just like, well, you're drug smugglers. Well, you know what? You knew the law, tough. I've got very little time for that. Consensual relations, with someone.
The mom of the girl waited until she came back to UK. Then she called the police to Dubai to go and arrest the black boy because the black boy is still there with his family. So she came back with her daughter, because if she would call the police while she was in Dubai about her child having sex with this black boy, the daughter would have got arrested too. The daughter would have got also a year sentence or whatsoever they would have given the girl. So she waited until she came back to UK, and then she called the police in Dubai, and then the police in Dubai went and arrested the boy, because obviously it's the law there. I have more to say about the story, but let's continue on.
On holiday, I doubt very much either of them thought anything was wrong. The girl apparently is of British Indian descent, apparently a very conservative, the small C family, horrified that she'd they found out she'd had sex. Obviously,
I know maybe most people don't want to hear it, but a lot of Indians in UK, even in India, because I have a friend of mine who is an Indian friend that told me this story once. He goes, even in India, they're racist as fuck. If you're in India and you're like from a poor family, you can't marry someone rich. If you're Muslim, you can't marry with anyone that's Hindu. The shit goes on there. They do honor killings. They do all kind of stuff. So just imagine the horror on this mom when she find out that her daughter had intercourse with a young man, and then she find out that this man is a black boy. The anger in this woman, the anger she had, that she had to pick up the phone, call the police in Dubai and tell them, my daughter had intercourse with this young black boy and he is still in Dubai. Can you go arrest him, please? She reported the crime that happened in the country while she's not even in the country. She already took her daughter out of the country because she knows if she's there and her daughter is there, they would get arrested too. That little boy, the boy that got, because it's not a little boy no more, but the boy will get in trouble, but the daughter will get in trouble too because they broke the law. Maybe they don't know the law. They don't know the law in the country now. But she's Indian, he's black. Indian people, most of them, I'm not saying all of them, most of them are racist, and some of them don't even allow their sisters to be with anyone that's outside the family. And most Indians, if they do have a man outside of the family, it's normally a white man. They will tolerate a white man, but they will not tolerate their Indian sisters with a black man. If you don't believe me, trust me. Ask a lot of people that will tell you this shit. Like, When I used to date a Moroccan girl, Moroccan man didn't want me. They didn't even want me to see. They didn't want to see me with this Moroccan girl. They used to spit on the floor. They used to call us all kind of names. It was wild.
The parents discovered, by accident, then complaining to the authorities. This young man, who for most of us would regard as having done nothing wrong at all, facing a year behind bars.
I mean, the family, I believe, also waited until she was safely back in the UK before making the complaint.
There you go. See? My guy says it. The family waited until they came back to UK and then they made the report because they know if they were in the country and they made the report, their daughter would have got in trouble. She would also end up in prison.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she would be in just as much. She would be in just as much, if not more, frankly, trouble because she was a woman. Yeah. There are far stronger penalties for women who have sex out of wedlock than there are for men. So I think that needs to be taken into account as well. Not exactly a sort of particularly a good start to the tale. Look, we will sit here and we will say this seems like a really harsh punishment for something that we consider to be perfectly normal, commonplace to consenting adults. But we also complain at great length, don't we, when people come to this country and they take advantage of, frankly, the benevolence of a lot of people. And they talk about how their culture needs to be respected.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, as much as I do say, yes, it does seem very harsh, that is the culture.
Yeah, no, I understand the culture. I'm going to guess that this 18...
And this is also like where it's very important. Like, if you go to certain countries on holiday, be careful what you do. Because the rules and laws of the country are not the same as where you're from. Here, I can shout back at the police. I can tell the police to shut up. I cannot do that shit in other countries. I might say, shut up, police, and then pop, slap me. What can I do? Report? They'll be like, try. We'll beat you up some more. Go to some African countries and go and get big mouth to a police officer. They will beat you up. You might not even fucking make it to the station. So yeah, when you go to other countries, you have to be careful. That's one thing. But still, it doesn't matter if they were careful or not. Why the hell did the mom wait until they come to UK and then she called the police? Racism, man. Racism.
Didn't know that this was the law.
Possibly. But I do feel very bad for him. Because the circumstances around this
I think the mother
really
of this 17-year-old girl is an absolute beep for doing this to this young man.
But to tell you one thing else, at least that country actually sends people to prison that breaks the law. They
don't have a problem building
They have no problems, and it's a very small country.
I would really like to know if, again, I've got very little time. If you do get, but again, like also they make it clear about what to accept. Again, one of the reasons I don't go to these countries, where they make it clear what the public rules are. But again, I don't think there's any reason to think anyone would know. I didn't think they were breaking the law. Again, okay, slap on the wrist. Throw him out of the country, say he can't.
I can sit there and scream racism. Nobody's gonna care. But I know for a fact that a lot of Indian Arabs, they do not want to see anyone else from a different culture with their sisters. They don't mind themselves dating other women. They don't mind. The men don't mind. You can see them with a white woman, black woman. They don't care. But as long as when you come close to their sisters, that's when the situation change. That's where the situation change. It's a different story. They don't want that. They do not want other men. These people will kill their own sisters if the sisters is with a man they don't want. They'll call it a honor killing. That's how they are. It's not that it only happens here. It happens also in their own country, whereby if they're from a different class or different whatsoever, they will get killed. I've seen videos of Indians hunting other Indians on the street, beating them to death because these people are messing up with their sisters. It happened in India, it happened in Bangladesh, it happened everywhere. I feel sorry for him. I hope maybe that the Home Office is going to do something to help this young man and try to get him out of prison in Dubai. But, bro, you need to be careful, man, when you go to other countries. Because when you look at the story, man, he's 18-year-old, British boy, had sex with a 17-year-old girl in Dubai. They don't even state that the girl is Indian on the story. British black boy had sexual intercourse with a, like I say, I don't want to make it about race, but bruh, it's a little bit weird though. It's a little bit weird. I also feel bad for the little girl because imagine this girl actually liked this man. She's actually in love with him. She likes him. And then her parents went and do this stuff. And now she's on the news. People are talking about her. She's going to go back to school or uni. And people going to be like, oh shit, man, it's you. People are like, yo, your lot them are racist, man. Your mom is a racist. Your mom is mad. She did this to herself. And then she's going to be proud. She's destroying a young man's life. Put him to prison. For what? just because he slept with your daughter. He didn't force your daughter to go to bed. Your daughter end up in bed with him. You want to be mad? Be mad at your daughter, you know, because she fell in love with the boy. Anyway, it's mad. It's mad. I just wanted to do a video about this story because I was following this story and I thought maybe he's gonna get away with it because he's gonna come back to UK, but nah, it doesn't look like he's coming back in UK for another year. So yeah, maybe people need to put pressure on the government, because I think that the government can just talk to the Dubai, like, yo, bro, this is a small boy, man. Come on, just let him go. He didn't do anything wrong. Didn't kill anyone. Didn't steal anything. He just fell in love with the wrong girl, and then sad, man, sad. Anyway, my name is Danny. If you like this show, press like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.